as I saw them walked into security, I literally fall apart. And I just felt like I did such a bad thing, and I disappointed my parents, and I wasn't a good daughter. And I failed them. I failed myself.
You didn't fail them. You didn't give up. You actually flipped it on its head and you created a vision board. And you created a new life, and you met me. We have a daughter, we have friends, and we have those who care and love for us. And this one eye-awakening moment that broke into multiple different pieces helped you become stronger. Hey Broccoli Bunch, welcome back to the Broccoli Universe.
I'm Ariel. I moved to the US from China when I was 24.
I'm Adam. I'm born and raised in the San Francisco Bay Area.
And you are watching Nightcap with the Broccolis, where we get comfy in our PJs and drink our teas and just talk about cross-cultural relationships, parenting, personal growth, and everything in between.
Tonight, we're going to be discussing how the vision board has helped us reshape our dreams and our goals. This will be a two-part conversation. And in the first part, I'll be interviewing Ariel on her vision board stories and her experiences.
Yeah, sounds like fun. And let's get this started.
Wonderful. So you were in a 6-year marriage, and it ended when you were 33 years old. What was life like for you after the divorce?
It was really hard. I hit rock bottom, and that was probably the darkest time in my life. And it wasn't really planned. Nobody plans for a divorce, of course.
Until the time comes.
Right. And it was just really tough period of time where I was doubting everything about myself. My self-esteem was really low, and I didn't really enjoy what I do at work. I was definitely underpaid, in my opinion. And my parents are far away. They lived in China at that time, and I basically was alone. I have friends. I have a lot of support, luckily. And it's different when you're away from your family and not able to see them every single day after this major event. And it was just a time that I think many people who has gone through this experience can relate. So I was very depressed. I still remember the day when I dropped my parents off at San Francisco airport. We were hugging, and I've never seen my mom cried so much and cried so hard. She didn't care who was surrounding her. There was probably thousands of people in the airport, and she hugged me really, really tight. And she said, "Would you just come home with us?" And because she knew how hard it is for me to face everything on my own. And my dad on the side, I knew that he was tearing up, but he was trying to play the tough guy. He was trying to cheer us up. And I remember he said, "Don't worry about her." He said that to my mom. "Don't worry about her. She's a tough girl. And she will figure things out." as I saw them walked into security, I literally fall apart. And I went to to get in my car, and I just felt like I did such a bad thing, and I disappointed my parents, and I wasn't a good daughter, and I failed them. I failed myself. I don't know what else to say.
But one thing you need to know, and I think you've learned this over the years, is you didn't fail them. You didn't give up. You actually flipped it on its head and you created a vision board and you created a new life and you met me. We have a daughter, we have friends, and we have those who care and love for us. And this one eye awakening moment that broke into multiple different pieces
Mm-hmm.
helped you become stronger willed, physically stronger by going to the gym twice a day and just being you and not giving up and going home. Not saying that you going home would have given up, but you wouldn't have seen a new light. And who knows what that life would have been like in China. It could have even been better. It could have been worse. But you said, you know what? I'm going to keep on trying. Kind of like when you came to the US and you said, you know, I'm going to the West Coast and trying something new. And there's bumps. There's always bumps. But you learned how to overcome them and not let them drag you down below rock bottom.
Yeah, it's all about self-love.
Yeah.
Going back to self-love again, right?
Self-love and self-care.
Self-care and wanting to make a change.
Yeah. And you did.
And just thinking back to that day, it still breaks my heart to see my parents that left, left America that way.
Yeah.
And
but they came back.
Yeah,
and they saw new you.
Yeah, it took a lot of effort and discipline.
Yeah.
And now they're living, I think they couldn't ask for more. They have such a lovely granddaughter. The way I see them interact with her, they just put a big smile on my face.
Yeah, me too. What was the moment you felt that you needed to make a change?
Yeah, that was a hard one too. One day I was driving to work. Basically, I had a meltdown on the freeway while I was driving. And it was really hard because I was just not feeling myself at all.
Mm.
And I was questioning who I am. I was doubting if I made the right choice. Mm-hmm. And I let my, parents down. Oh. And also the society, I felt like the judgment of the society, even though nobody was judging me.
Yeah.
Everybody felt sorry that I had a divorce. And I remember my cousin actually had a really interesting comment. He said, "You're 33 years old and you just got a divorce. What are you going to do? And do you think you will be able to find another partner and find love again?" And at that time, I was trying to play tough. Yeah. I was like, of course, your cousin is not that bad. And I was like trying to pretend I get everything down. I have a plan. But honestly, I didn't. I was just trying to put myself, put all the pieces together. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to drag myself out of the bed in the morning and go to work. And at that moment, when I was having a meltdown on the freeway, I had to pull over. And I think that's when I realized I really need to change. I really need to make an effort to love myself again, to put myself out there again, and also not afraid of having a change.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, it hit you like a bag of rocks, probably, and you needed to say, "I can't be in this place right now," and so you found a way to make it change. And
Yeah.
you
Uh,
want to get into that a little?
yeah. I think the hard part is, um, I wanted to make a change, but to get it started, it's hard. I wasn't clear on how that would happen, how I would make a change. And I was looking in the mirror. I was fully 20 pounds more than I wanted to be at that time. And I was looking into the mirror. I was like, I don't like this girl. I don't like how she looked, how she felt, how she thinks at that time. And um, I was like trying to figure out a way on my own. And luckily, I have really, really good friends and
Yeah.
my sister from another mother. And one day she just talked to me. She's like, I've been using vision board and I think it really helped and it really changed my life in a way. And you should try it out. So that's how I get to know vision board. I didn't know vision board before. And the vision board concept was interesting to me because I'm a pretty visual person.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, putting what you want on a board, you can see it every day. It makes sense. So I was devastated at the time. I was willing to try anything. So I just, bought a bulletin board basically, bought a bunch of pins. And I started going through the magazines I have, just to see what really match what I'm looking for. At the very beginning, it wasn't clear. And I had thoughts all over the place. I had different dreams. I had different goals. And I think in the process of collecting all of the pictures and looking at other people's vision board as inspirations, I kind of got a clear idea of what I'm looking for. So,
It's kind of like a New Year's resolution that you get to look at every day, and that you don't just tell yourself once at the beginning of the year. It's something you
mhm.
put together, and you're building your own yearly resolution that has visuals and words.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the visual aspect really, really helped me, and it's very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
You can put everything in writing in a notebook by your nightstand, but it's so different when you have the pictures of your dreams on the bulletin board and on the wall next to your bed. I think it's very interesting how the universe works. When you project very clear plans or goals or dreams into the universe responds. Maybe not right away though, but
Yeah,
over time you will see the differences.
totally. Because nothing happens just instantly. It's an overtime. It's you're in it for the long run. You're not in it
Mm-hmm.
for the short win.
Yep.
Um, so how did it help you overcome the struggles and the pain that you were going through by creating this? Was it like an outlet, something basically you don't physically scream and cry out. You're kind of
Mm-hmm.
just you're putting it in this sense of with the magazine and the words. Did you feel like this helped you overcome these heartache, the struggles, the pain that you were going through.
Yeah. I think it helped so much because you're kind of putting the past aside.
Mm-hmm.
You're letting that go. You're looking forward to what you want,
Yeah.
in your future, right? So it's kind of using the bulletin board or the vision board actually is giving you an outlet to manifest your dreams.
Yeah.
So for me, what really worked, which is very crazy, I had very specific dreams and goals on the bulletin board.
No, tell me more.
And I had the first one I had is to get into shape. Like I was mentioning, I was 20 pounds over than what I wanted to be. And the first thing is I joined the gym. So what happened from there onward is just magic. I met, a few friends, like lifetime friends. I can be friends with them forever.
Wonderful.
And they cheered me up and
Oh.
they were there not just to help me to be fit physically, but also help me to get out of a funk, help me kind of like a mentor me to make me feel like I am not lesser than anybody else. I'm respected by others and I'm not a loser.
No, you don't
So,
think that you're a loser.
well, at that time I felt like I was a loser, but, and I gained friendship from working at the gym. So,
Yeah.
and meanwhile, I lost to my desired weight and I felt much better and much attractive. I think that was the first thing that just really made a difference. Of course, there's a lot of hard work went into
Yeah.
it. I literally was working out twice a day in the morning and after work. You have to get up, I had to get up maybe around 5:30 to go to the gym to beat the traffic to work. And then I was, putting 100% in to work out.
Yeah.
And I felt so much better after each workout. And I felt much better when I see the number on the scale,
Yeah.
it's dropping. So, and that was the first thing that I put on the vision board that really I see a huge change and impact. And after that, the second one was a dream house in the Chinese culture. Owning a home is like you have stability and you also invest in your future. So it's a must to have.
I would say in Western culture too, it's the American dream. It's to come and own a home or grow up and eventually buy a home. But the achievability and the attainability is hard in these days. So having that on your vision board and it coming true is just that next level, that just amazement that you could just get those keys in your hands and say, "Holy smokes, I own a home!" Like,
Yeah. I mean, literally it's a American dream come true.
yeah,
When the day that I actually got my, the paperwork, the mortgage paperwork that I signed on the same day that I joined the company of my dream. So it was just, everything just happened in the order that I wanted and also on not the exact timing that I wanted, but, in a very short period of time, a matter of a year, actually.
the pieces just fit together, and that seems like the beauty of having a vision board is that joy that you put it on there and that you achieved it, and then you can just go check or cross out that you did it. So, and it makes you feel better about yourself. I mean, you went through a very difficult time and hardship in your life that could break you, but you built something that made you overcome it, made you want to do better. And it was kind of a motivation. It was a kick in the butt
Yeah.
to do it. And then you achieved the house, you achieved the weight, you achieved the job.
Yeah.
Everything that you wanted slowly came true. Not necessarily saying that it was just because of the vision board, but I would say it was a motivation and it was a crutch that pushed you into it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And that's the third thing I was going to talk about is getting my dream job. Like I was mentioning from the beginning, I was significantly underpaid, in my opinion, at that time. And I was working at a dead end job. Basically, there's no room to grow. I was working for a very small company with maybe like less than 50 people.
Wow, that's a pretty small company.
Yeah.
Was it a
And
startup or?
no, it's not a startup. It's a pretty, they're in a kind of a traditional wholesale business.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was no future for my role. So I was at really a dead end job and I wanted to get out of there. So what I said on my vision board was I want to work for a large corporation that is well respected in San Francisco. So
Pretty specific.
yeah. And I mean, I didn't say how big it is,
Yeah.
or I didn't say, um, I didn't say it has to be Fortune 500 or
Yeah.
something, right? And I also had a salary range that I'm looking for. In my old job, I was making at that time was making 65,000 in the Bay Area. You know, this type of salary doesn't stretch very far.
Yeah.
Right? You pay rent, and then you eat, go out, hang out with friends. You eat, you pay gym membership. After everything, you really don't have much left. My goal is to have a 20% increase at that time. And when I was looking for a job, you know, at that time, I think a lot of companies that don't really disclose the salary range.
Mm-hmm.
I was shooting for positions that maybe it's, you know, much higher than what I was qualified for, but it didn't matter to me. And I was just trying and trying. And going back to my friends that I made through the gym, one day when I went to work out, and my dear friend Christina was like, "Hey, do you know anybody we're hiring for a position on my team?" And I was like, "Me." So literally, I was like, "I'm ready to, rock and roll. And can you please send me the job description? And I would love to apply." And that's what I did.
The
And
rest is history.
yeah, guess what? I got a phone call from the hiring manager, and I was brought in for, I think, 3 or 4 rounds of interview. And there's one miracle thing that happened. The salary they offered to me was even higher than what I expected. I was driving the car, and originally the salary was about 10 grand less. And at that time, I didn't care. I was like, this is such good opportunity and I want to jump on it. So I was driving in the car when I got the call from the hiring manager.
Hopefully you pulled over.
No, I didn't. And she was like, "Hey, just want to let you know the role has changed a little bit, and we're going to increase the salary by $10,000.
Wonderful.
I was like, "Oh," and then she said, "Will you be okay with that?"
Of course. It wasn't.
I was like, "Yes, of course I'm okay with that." And she was like, "Okay, great. Tomorrow, do you have time to come in to, do a final round of interview and sign the paperwork and everything?" I was like, "Absolutely." So as soon as I hang the phone I was screaming in the car, like happy screaming in the car.
And this was all on your vision board. Seems like these vision boards are surely magical.
Oh, absolutely. And I have one more story to tell.
Okay, go for it. I love it.
And you're involved.
Okay.
So at that time, I got my workout in, my friendship, my dream job, my dream house. And there's one more thing on my list.
Ooh, tell me more.
So I was basically divorced for a year.
Mhm.
In that year, it really took me quite some time to figure out what I want in a partner. So I had a little piece of paper, had made a list of everything I wanted in the man I wanted to be with.
Okay.
And you know
Did I
what?
check off any of those boxes? I hope I did.
Well, if you didn't, we won't be sitting here.
True. But hopefully I was above 80. Hopefully I was above a B, 80%.
Well, I think you definitely hit 90% of what I was looking for.
Wow, that's a lot better than I did in school, usually on tests. So I'll take
you're
it.
an A.
Yeah.
So for sure that, you know, a lot of things that was on my list, I saw that in you very quickly, actually.
Wonderful. I love it.
And it just was so magical that everything just followed in places.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen How We Met story, you can check this episode.
Yeah. That was a fun episode. I enjoyed doing that one too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, to tell our story and going back to the old days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we've both been using vision boards for some time, you've kind of brought that lifestyle into my my way of life. How do you feel that it has helped us achieve our dreams, our goals, and actually, one of the things we had on our vision board was having our dream child, and I feel that that was achieved within the same year that we asked for it.
Yeah, I mean, we've been using vision board to manifest our goals and dreams pretty much since I think when we first started dating.
Last 7 years.
Yeah, and every year at the beginning of the year, we will sit down, go through either magazines or look for pictures online to, you know, take down all of the things we wanted to have, we want to be, and put them all on a vision board.
Yeah, right? And we also have our goals that we put together.
And we have this list where we have the goal of the year, where we just jot down everything. And maybe not everything. I think we're trying to do top 10, right? Yeah. So top 10 things we want to achieve individually and jointly.
Yes.
So we have 3 lists.
Yeah.
And we, at the end of the year, we review everything and see how many we achieved.
And we usually do pretty good. Sometimes you do better some years, and sometimes I do better some years. But I feel that we don't stray away from our original list, and we do add. We could be mid-year and something new has come up, and we're like, let's add that to our list. So we do that. We don't just jot it down and then say, see you at the end of the year, like a time capsule.
Yeah. And at least for me, I reviewed it maybe on a weekly basis.
I could do better.
You can do better. Yeah. Well, put it on your vision board.
Yeah, do better at reviewing my vision board.
Yeah. So the vision board we have is next to our bed.
Yes, so, side by side.
Yeah, so it's very helpful in terms of looking at it every day or as often as we can.
We have 2 different bulletin boards. We each have our own vision board. So, and they're side by side.
Yeah. And like you were talking about having our dream child, right? Like that's one thing that it's just magical. Well, if you haven't watched this
Yeah.
episode of our story of how we have our child through IUI, then check out this episode.
Yeah. And it just so happened it fit within our that one day, that set of the days that just fits that anniversary.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's also another good video too.
Yeah, in the future, we should talk about that.
Yeah. Now that you've shared your story, do you have any tips or tricks for our audience?
The first thing I would say is you have to love yourself first
Yes.
in order to be loved. So you put everything you can into yourself first. No matter is things make you feel better. Things make you feel seen. You deserve what you are wanting for.
Self-love.
Yes, self-love, I would say. It's the most important thing. Second, don't be afraid of change. Change can be good and can be bad. But if you put your mindset into a positive way, change will always be good for you.
It really will. Helps you move on.
Yeah. I mean, you have to learn to let things go.
Yeah.
Let the past go. Especially the past is hard. Live in the present, right? And plan for the future.
Yeah.
So I think what the vision board really taught me is to have what you want very specifically laid out and trust the process and trust the energies that you put in the universe and trust the universe is going to respond and show the path in return.
It's a very well put way of saying it.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
You know, English is my second language.
It is.
So I'm trying to explain as much as I can and as best as I can.
It's all good.
When you plan what your future is going to be, don't think about the whole past. Don't think about the 10 years down the road. Think about next year. Think about next month, next week, one step at a time.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Like, if you think too far out, you will lose the motivation.
Yeah.
And celebrate the small wins too.
Yeah.
For me, I lost a pound. I was so excited. I didn't go out and, eat a whole ice cream.
I would have.
You would, well,
Or a whole pizza pie or something like that. But
what I did was invested more into books or podcasts or anything that will help me to improve, to grow.
self-help, self-motivational ways of life, because there's so much out there, and hopefully we could be one of those one day for people,
to inspire other people. Yeah. Well, we're on the path to, right?
Yes. It's our vision board.
That's right. It's literally on the vision board.
Yeah.
Make the decision that you will be proud of. Make the future you that you want her or you want him to be. When you get older and you look back at yourself, you would be like, yes, girl, you're what I am exactly fighting for. I'm exactly proud of. And I'm so happy and so proud of who you are.
It's kind of like that future self, going back in time on a time machine and seeing what they were like before, and reminiscing, and then them seeing their future self and just talking about life.
Yeah. Yeah. Like when I look back, how many years down the road? Almost 9 years. When I look back now to those really dark times, really hard experiences that I had, I really appreciate those times. If I didn't have those times, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't get where I am today.
You grow.
Yeah. I mean, everybody change and evolve, either good or bad.
Yeah.
Right? We all do change over the time, over the years.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to make a version, the future version of yourself that you will feel proud of.
100%.
And the last tip that I have is to surround yourself with people who inspire you.
Don't necessarily be rich in money, be rich in people.
Mm-hmm.
And people that will lift you and you will lift them. You will grow and you will be better, and not to surround yourself with those that will bring you down.
Yeah. I mean, you had experience in that too.
Yeah.
And, you know, at our age, I feel like we're very selective
Yeah.
of who we choose to hang out with.
I did a purge at age 30.
You're like, this friend? No. This friend? Yes.
Yeah. I would say tonight's episode started a little heavy, but it lightened up. I feel like you sharing your story was very key. It was kind of like emotional therapy in a way. And
it's interesting. I've never shared with other people to this degree. And now my story is on the internet.
yeah, for everyone to see. But that pain also brings light. If you enjoyed tonight's episode, we would love it for you to like, and if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below and join us for the next conversation that we have.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have a vision board story and you've been through hardships that you would like to talk about, and leave us a comment below, and we would love to hear about it. Until next time.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night. Cheers.
Cheers.